It's been 35 years. We're going to open these 3 packs of 1991 Topps football cards. Hope we get some big pulls, and then let AI build the ultimate team. Sports Analytics is a channel I created because I just thought it would be interesting to solve the greatest sports debates using actual data. So how does this work into it? How am I going to open these packs of cards, and that will fit into the actual brand of the channel? Well, the analytics piece is going to come from AI. So once I open up these packs, we have all 48 players laid out. I'll let AI review the team, pick out the best players, and let us know what that ultimate lineup would be. From there, AI is going to give us an indication of if we ran with that team, how many games could we expect to win. We're also going to get some additional grading from AI. And on top of all that, it's also going to give us a value on some of these cards. I don't think there's anything overly expensive that we can open here, but these are the packs with the 1,000-yard special glossy cards inside. So I think we have Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice that could have some value depending on the condition. All right, well, let's get to it. Let's open pack number 1. All right, well, I've never done anything like this before, so hopefully this looks correct. And I'm also not huge into sports cards. Now, I will say one of the reasons I'm doing this as well is that I've got so many old packs of cards, whether it be NBA, got them flipped here, NBA, NFL, pro wrestling, that I just thought it would probably maybe make good use of the cards, either sell them as is, or we could open some of these for videos. So here we go. Okay, so we do have a first 1,000-yard club. We have Gary Clark. You've got Steve Wisniewski with the Raiders. I got to make sure I'm centered here, so I apologize. Chris Good, Colts. Keith Jones, the Falcons. John Alt of the Chiefs. Get centered a little bit better here. David Wyman, Seahawks. Marcus Allen of the Raiders, one of the all-time great running backs. All right, well, we've got some crossover here. Speaking of football, got a Kevin Green, outside linebacker for the Rams, who's also in WCW for you wrestling fans. Jonathan Hayes of the Chiefs, Doug Smith of the Rams, Jesse Hester of the Colts, Al Smith, Oilers, Herman Moore, Lions. Now we got a nice all-pro Darryl Green, Mike Fox of the Giants, and Ricky Prohl, wide receiver, Cardinals. So AI will be viewing all of these cards, and as I mentioned then, it will build the ultimate team. So out of that, certainly at cornerback, I can imagine that Darryl Green is going to be our starting cornerback. I don't think that anybody else is going to surpass him in what we may find here, but I could be wrong. And again, I'm not being a big card guy. I don't know how to open these. I'm trying to be as careful as possible. Okay, and these look yellowed, but I assume it's just the way that they're supposed to be for these 1,000-yard club cards. So Flipper Anderson, Rams. Gil Finnerty of the Saints. Mark Bavaro, tight end, Giants. Vance Johnson, Broncos. Mike Wilcher from the Rams. Leon Seals, Buffalo Bills. Randy Dixon from the Colts. J.B. Brown, Dolphins. Larry Kelm, Rams. Darryl Pollard, 49ers. There you go, William the Refrigerator Perry. Defensive tackle, Bears. There's some fun facts on the back there about the refrigerator. We have Charles Wilson, Packers. Ron Stark, Colts. Derek Thomas, another all-time great. Chiefs, 1990 highlights card. We have Nate Newton, Cowboys. And Drew Hill, very good wide receiver, Houston Oilers. Okay, none of the big quarterbacks of this era have been unearthed. So right now, as of this moment, last pack here, who is going to be the starting quarterback of this team is the question. We have well, okay, let's try this. We're stuck together here. New York Jets, we have Chris Burkett. Another 1,000-yard rushing club, Ernest Biner. Fantastic running backs. For the then Washington Redskins. Buccaneers, Ron Hill. Lions, Jim Arnold. Chiefs, Harvey Williams. I hope this is centered well. Meaning my hands and the cards. It's just an unusual view that I'm not used to. Kevin Ross of the Chiefs. Donnell Wolford, cornerback Bears. We have the Magic Man, Don Majkowski. Majkowski orchestrates some magic. Green Bay Packers. Finnerty finds the opening, running back for the Saints. Okay, we have Vince Buck, another Saints player. John Carney, Chargers. Leslie O'Neal, Chargers. Terry Wooden, outside linebacker, Seahawks. We have Ian Beckles, Buccaneers. Steve Atwater, tremendous safety for the Denver Broncos. And Thomas Benson. And I went through these pretty quick. I don't even recall if we picked a quarterback. But we're going to find out. Let's feed these through AI and see what we get. All right, so we fed everything into AI. Here are the results. And right out of the gate, as I would have thought, we don't have a quarterback. That's going to hold us back. We'll see what happens with our final score. Running back, we have Marcus Allen as the selection, which makes perfect sense. Wide receiver, a little bit surprising. Gary Clark is selected as our number 1. We have Cliff Branch at 2, Herman Moore at 3, and then tight end is Mark Bavaro. Offensive line, we have John Alt, Steve Wisniewski, and Nate Newton. So we're a little bit short there. No center, no second tackle, but what we do have is solid. And then over on the defensive side of the ball, Derek Thomas, a no-brainer there, one of the greatest DNs of all time. And then he is going to be paired with Leslie O'Neal. In the interior, we have one player. He's big enough to take up multiple spots. William the Refrigerator Perry. He is backed up by Kevin Green and David Wyman at the linebacker positions. In the secondary, Darrell Green, again one of the greatest all-time cornerbacks. Donnell Wolford will be his partner. And then behind them we have Steve Atwater. AI says the best kicker of the group is John Carney. And then we move on to our team score. Surprisingly, we are getting an 82 out of 100. No quarterback, no center, and secondary depth is limited, I assume because we don't have a second safety. But we did get an 82 because we have Marcus Allen, Hall of Fame defensive players, including a couple of dominant edge rushers. This is something I did not have baked into the GPT model, but I thought I would go ahead and run this through and see what we got. So this is a little game-by-game performance model. So back in 1991, what would we have done in the course of a season? AI says with this team and with no quarterback, we would have likely been 10-6. Gives us a little bit here of a breakdown. So we would have been, our floor was 8-8, our ceiling was 11-5. I won't go through a lot of this, but I will go on to a playoff simulator, which again wasn't part of the GPT.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
But I thought it would be fun to drop this team into the playoffs and let AI tell us what they think would happen. So game 1 here, wild card round, we would get like a 5 or a 6 seed. Some of the key moments of the game, which is interesting, we would have a strip sack by Derek Thomas in the second quarter, a 12-play, 7-minute TD drive. Whoever that quarterback is, I don't know, but to close out the third. And then Steve Atwater would deliver a momentum-shifting hit over the middle, which he was certainly known for. And we would win the first playoff game 20-16 in the divisional round. Our opponent would have an elite quarterback, balanced offense, something along the lines of the Bills, the 49ers, or the Cowboys from that era. Make a long story short, we would lose, and fairly badly, unfortunately, 23-13. I think that quarterback is coming back to haunt us. Okay, so moving on to the card values that I selected. Obviously, I am assuming these are quite bumped, if you will. I don't think that I could get $200 to $300 for a PSA 10 Derek Thomas. Maybe I am wrong. I don't know where this data is being pulled from. Actually, I'll ask AI here in just a minute. $200 to $300 Derek Thomas highlights would be the most expensive card pulled if it was a PSA 10, followed by Marcus Allen, Kevin Green. The Darrell Green has quite a range there, 150 to 250, etc., etc. Then we have the solid mid-tier cards again. If I knew these were PSA 10 and these were the actual values, I would send them in for grading. Let's find out where AI is getting this information from. Okay, so those PSA 10 values are modeled estimates based on historical sales, population scarcity, Hall of Fame demand, and long-term hobby pricing behavior for late 80s, early 90s tops. So without knowing where AI is getting its information from, we'll just have to go with those estimates for now. Obviously, if I decide to move forward on grading with any of these, I would do my research to see if it was even worthwhile. Did you enjoy this video? It's a different concept from what I originally planned with this channel. Again, as I mentioned early on, this is an analytics channel, but I thought this could pair analytics somewhat just with the AI component and having a little fun with opening the packs as well.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?